Now, Bills safety Damar Hamlin is in the hospital, listed as critical. Now, we're expecting to hear from the hospital within the hour. The game between the Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals suspended for the night, but not before players from both teams shared a very emotional moment on the field. From both squads, players were seen in tears on their knees praying. 7 News has team coverage of this shocking moment in football. Our Christian Flores is gathering reaction from many NFL franchises commenting tonight. But let's start things off with 7 News Sports' Olivia Garvey. Olivia?
After about 9 p.m. tonight, Jonathan, football just didn't matter. Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed during tonight's game against the Bengals. In the first quarter, Hamlin fell to the ground after getting up from an open field tackle on Bengals wide receiver Tee Higgins. Hamlin received immediate medical attention from trainers, and shortly after, an ambulance came out on the field. He was given CPR. Players on both teams, as you see on your screen right now, visibly upset watching the scene, watching their teammate, another NFL player. Play was suspended and both teams cleared the field, going to their locker rooms. After some time, NFL made the decision to postpone the game. The NFL released this statement tonight. Tonight's Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals game has been postponed after Buffalo Bills Damar Hamlin collapsed. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell announced Hamlin received immediate medical attention on the field by team and independent medical staff and local paramedics. He was then transported to a local hospital where he is in critical condition. Our thoughts are with Damar and the Buffalo Bills. We will provide more information as it becomes available.
Now, we know he was taken to a level 1 trauma ward in Cincinnati. They have an amazing medical community in that city, so the best of care is being given to this player. But we have never seen this happen before. We've seen huge hits. We've seen players who have had to be carted off. We have never seen anything like this where players getting CPR to revive him so he can regain his breathing before being taken off the field.
I have never seen teammates visibly upset the way that I did on that football field tonight on both sides. Players coming together, hugging, watching their teammate, watching another NFL player on the ground. It's devastating, and we just pray and hope that he is going to be okay. But right now, the unknown, I can't imagine being a Bills player, a Bengals player, a player in the NFL, a coach right now, not understanding what just happened tonight.
And a young man, he's 24 years old.
24
His mother,
years old,
sitting there watching him play that game, immediately rushed off with her son to the hospital.
And the only upside to this is that his mother is there with him right now, and family to be there and to make sure that, you know, he has people by his side.
Olivia, thanks very much for that.
Yep.
A lot of fans, NFL teams, and players, including the Commanders, are reacting to this tonight. 7 News' Christian Flores gathered that information for us. He joins us live from our alert desk. And, you know, you can understand so many people very emotional about this because this is something we've not seen.
Well, as spectators, it was really tough to watch that. But as you can imagine, a ton of very emotional reaction from this scary injury. You could hear it in the voices of the reporters on tonight's broadcast. And fans inside the stadium who saw that play go down are distraught after seeing what happened in person.
Everything got dead silent. Even the Bengals fans, you know, you don't want to see anything like that. Certainly praying for Hamlin's family.
You know, no one wants to go through this. That was horrific. You know, and we're hoping that something great comes out of this, which is his recovery. You know, we don't want to hear about anything bad happening. You know, kids watch this tonight, families watch this tonight, his mother watched this tonight, and I can only imagine, you know, what's going through her mind. So my heart goes out to her, you know, because this is tough. It was tough for me to watch. So imagine as a mother, as a parent, anyone watching this, it was tough.
Of course, we're also seeing a lot of reaction from around the NFL. The Buffalo Bills, of course, Hamlin's team, with this message of support and a picture of the players on the field praying for him. Their opponent tonight, the Cincinnati Bengals, joining the Bills in the well wishes. Locally, the Washington Commanders are offering their prayers. The Baltimore Ravens also sending support to Hamlin and his family. And perhaps most vocal in their support tonight, current and former NFL players just expressing their sadness in the situation and hoping Hamlin pulls through. As you mentioned, Hamlin is in critical condition. This is obviously a very dynamic situation. We'll be sure to keep you updated. Reporting live at the Alert Desk, Christian Flores, 7 News.
Christian, thanks very much. And one quick thing to add. The fans, as they left that stadium from both sides, Cincinnati fans and Buffalo fans, they walked down the street to that hospital to sort of keep a vigil outside the hospital and pray. Both sides. And they just wanted to send the word that they were pulling for Hamlin. So also hearing from Dr. Scott Jerome, who's a cardiologist practicing at the University of Maryland Medical Center and co-director of sports cardiology at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. He says from watching that play and watching the reaction of Hamlin after the hit, he says this could be a case of blunt force trauma to the chest.
It's possible that it's deadly. Luckily, the team was right there. They started CPR. I know they have defibrillators right there, and they can shock it pretty quickly. So it's not like it just happened in the middle of nowhere. Taking him to the hospital, intubating him may be a protection way just to make sure that his airway's cleared. You got to think of other things. Did he get hit in the trachea and collapse that? Did he dissect a coronary artery or even his aorta, or other possibilities that you got to think of?
And again, there are top-notch medical folks that are a part of the NFL process. So the people that are first to his side when somebody's hurt, these are very good doctors that know exactly what to do. And CPR was immediately administered. A backboard was called in. The ambulance came out on the field, and they got him away to the hospital. What you're looking at now are live pictures. A moment ago, I was talking about how fans from both sides, Bills fans and Cincinnati Bengals fans, coming together, going to the trauma ward there to stand outside the hospital. They're lighting candles and praying for Hamlin's recovery. Again, we're waiting for an update on his condition from the hospital. This live look from the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, that's again where the news conference is expected to be held at any minute. As soon as it is, we will bring you that coverage live. But in the meantime, we will update this story on our website for you, and we're constantly doing that. Just go to WJLA.com.